Tonight's story is here to help you feel calm and at ease. Lobelia and Sakura's Big Responsibility. This story is about Lobelia and Sakura learning the importance of responsibility and the power of teamwork in their village harvest festival. Once upon a time in a quaint village by the forest edge, there lived a girl named Lobelia and a chipmunk named Sakura. They were best friends and spent their days exploring the whispering woods and crystal streams. One sunny morning, the village council gathered everyone to announce a special event, the upcoming harvest festival. Every villager had a role, and Lobelia along with Sakura were entrusted with an important task. Their mission was to make sure the grand oak tree in the village center was decorated perfectly. The grand oak was the heart of the festival, symbolizing the unity and strength of the community. Excited but also feeling the weight of responsibility, Lobelia and Sakura set to work. They decided to gather the finest decorations from nature itself, golden leaves, vibrant flowers, and sparkling river stones. As the days passed, they worked tirelessly, often staying up past sunset. Lobelia carefully tied garlands of leaves and flowers, while Sakura scampered up and down, hanging tiny lanterns on the highest branches. It was challenging, but their friendship made every moment joyous and fulfilling. During the festival day, a sudden storm rolled in with fierce winds and heavy rain. Lobelia's garlands were battered, and Sakura's lanterns were lost in the wind. Disheartened but not defeated, they took a deep breath and comforted each other. They knew they had to start again. The very next morning, they ventured out, this time even more determined. Together, they gathered materials that would withstand the weather. They found sturdy vines, waterproof petals, and glowing stones hidden deep in the forest. As they worked, the villagers noticed their perseverance and dedication. Moved by their commitment, many offered to help. Now united in a shared purpose, the entire village joined in the decorations, transforming the grand oak into a masterpiece. The harvest festival arrived, and the grand oak stood resplendent, a testament to teamwork and unwavering dedication. The villagers celebrated with music, dance, and hearty food under the luminous tree that connected them all. Lobelia and Sakura's hearts swelled with pride and happiness. They had learned a valuable lesson. Responsibility is not a burden, but an opportunity to grow, inspire, and bring a community together in harmony. Here's another story to bring you closer to sleep. Discovery under the moonlit canopy. His story is about a young human named Sedge and his toad companion, Fox, discovering ancient secrets in a moonlit forest glade. In a quaint village nestled within an ancient forest, lived a young human named Sedge and his loyal companion, a toad named Fox. Sedge was a curious soul, always eager to explore the mysteries beyond the village borders. Fox, with his greenish-brown skin and bright, lively eyes, was just as adventurous, hopping alongside Sedge with determination. One evening, under the gaze of a full moon, Sedge and Fox decided to venture deeper into the forest than ever before. The moonlight pierced through the thick canopy, casting silver patterns on the forest floor. The air was filled with the symphony of nocturnal creatures, creating a mesmerizing backdrop for their journey. Sedge had heard tales of a hidden glade, where ancient secrets were said to reside, and he was determined to find it. The forest was a place of both wonder and danger, but Sedge's curiosity and Fox's loyalty knew no bounds. As they walked, the scent of pine and earth filled their senses, and the leaves beneath their feet crunched melodiously. Suddenly, Sedge stumbled upon an old, winding path obscured by underbrush. With Fox close at hand, He pushed through the thicket, feeling the excitement build. After what felt like an eternity, the dense foliage gave way to an enchanting clearing bathed in moonlight. At the center stood a colossal, ancient tree, its branches stretching toward the heavens. Sedge approached the tree with reverence, his heart racing. Wolf hopped onto a low branch, his eyes sparkling with anticipation. To their amazement, the tree began to glow with an ethereal light, revealing hidden carvings in its bark. These carvings told the story of a time long past when the village and forest were one, existing in perfect harmony. Sedge and Phlox marveled at the beauty and significance of their discovery. They spent hours deciphering the carvings, uncovering lost knowledge about their homeland. The night seemed to fly by as they pieced together the ancient history. Through their discovery, they felt a profound connection to the forest and a newfound respect for its timeless wisdom. As dawn approached, Sedge and Phlox knew it was time to return to the village. Carrying the weight of their newfound knowledge and a deeper bond with each other, they made their way back through the still sleeping forest. They felt a sense of accomplishment and a promise to safeguard the secrets they had uncovered. The forest seemed to acknowledge their presence, with gentle rustles and a calm breeze guiding them home. Back in the village, life continued as usual, but Sedge and Phlox were changed forever. Their adventure under the moonlit canopy had filled them with a sense of purpose and wonder. They knew that, although they had returned physically, a part of their hearts would always remain in that magical glade, forever bound to the ancient tree and the secrets it held. Let's continue with another tale to warm your heart. Hannah and Camellia, the Empathy Tale. His story is about Hannah, a kind girl, and Camellia, a celestial being, who together nurtured amity to revive their village's crops. In a quaint village nestled between emerald hills and a sapphire sea, there lived a kind girl named Hannah. One serene evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Hannah met Camellia, a celestial being with radiant wings and an aura of stardust. Camellia had come from a distant galaxy, drawn to Earth by Hannah's pure heart. Their worlds had never collided before, yet a bond of indefeasible united them instantly. Hannah's village had been suffering from a mysterious withering of crops. Despite everyone's best efforts, the fields seemed cursed, producing only wilted, lifeless plants. Desperate to help her people, Hannah sought advice from Camellia. "Why are our crops dying?" she asked, her eyes brimming with concern. Camellia gently touched Hannah's hand, their connection blossoming into a shared vision. They saw the village and its fields, but from the perspective of the plants and the soil. The land was not cursed. It was tired and thirsty. Longing for care and balance, the earth had been crying out for empathy. The soil needs to be understood, not just tended to, Camellia explained. Listen to its needs, and it will flourish again. With newfound insight, Hannah rallied the villagers. They began to treat the land with the same compassion they extended to one another. They learned to rotate crops, preserving the soil's nutrients, and use water wisely, ensuring no drop was wasted. As seasons passed, the once barren fields started to bloom with life. Vibrant flowers and healthy crops stood as a testament to the villagers' employ and hard work. Hannah and Camellia's friendship deepened with each passing day. The celestial being did not need to stay, but felt drawn to the beauty of human connections. She admired how a small act of empathy could ripple through a community, transforming lives. Under the starry canopy, Hannah and Camellia shared stories of their worlds. Camellia spoke of distant galaxies, where empathy was the core of existence, and Hannah shared tales of human resilience and love. Each story was a thread, weaving their hearts closer together. And one night, as they sat by the fire, celestial beings spoke. Empathy is a universal language, my dear Hannah. It transcends worlds and beings, connecting hearts. Hannah nodded, understanding the profound truth in Camelia's words. From that day, on the village and its people thrived not just because of their revived fields, but because they embraced empathy in all aspects of life. Camelia knew it was time to return to her celestial home, but promised to visit whenever Hannah needed her. They parted ways with a heartfelt embrace, knowing their bond was eternal. Hannah stood at the edge of her village, watching as Camelia ascended into the night sky, leaving a trail of shimmering stardust. As long as them two feet pulsed in their hearts, they would never truly be apart. Now, let's move gently into the next journey. Blessings in the Night. This story is about the heartwarming bond between a girl, Campanula, and a wise owl, Ahalafa, equating the blessings of love, friendship, and wisdom. In a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and dense woods, there lived a kind-hearted girl named Campanula. Every evening, she would visit the bole oak tree, where her dear friend, Akalisa the wise Avi. Akalisa had lived through many seasons and had a wealth of wisdom that he loved sharing with Campanula. One clear night, under the canopy of stars, Campanula asked Akalisa, "What is the greatest blessing in life?" Akalisa, with his golden eyes glistening, replied, "Blessings come in many forms, but the greatest is the love and kindness we share." As he spoke, a soft breeze rustled the leaves, making the night feel alive with magic. Once the fierce storm had threatened the village. With the wisdom of Akalisa and the bravery of Campanula, they had guided the villagers to safety, showing that courage and wisdom together were a formidable force. Remembering that night, Campanula nodded and said, "Indeed, the love we share remains a beacon even in the darkest times." Akalisa hissed softly in agreement, his feathers rustling gently. They often reminisced about their adventures, each story a reminder of the blessings of friendship, bravery, and wisdom. The village praised Campanula and Akalisa for their fortitude, seeing them as the heart and spirit that kept their community strong. As they continued their nightly conversation, Campanula felt a deep peace within her. The stars above seemed to twinkle brighter, as if celebrating the bond between a girl and an owl. Eventually, Campanula bid Akalisa good night, promising to return the next evening. She walked back to her cozy home, her heart filled with gratitude and love, knowing that the greatest blessings came from the connections they nurtured. Under the same night sky, Akalisa perched serenely, feeling blessed for having such a thoughtful friend. In the silence of the night, the wisdom of the owl and the warmth of the girl's heart harmonized, creating an aura of peaceful blessings that enveloped the entire village. The night, may your dreams be gentle and warm.